Guys. I just wanted to bring something to y'all's attention. If you're a producer, an independent music guy coming up, and you're trying to make some money in this business, I just wanted to bring something to y'all's attention because I feel like it hasn't been talked about enough, and I've only seen literally 3 articles. And that's a multi-trillion-dollar company like Amazon and Amazon Music specifically demonetizing the smallest artists on their platform after they reached a deal with Universal Music Group and Lucian Grange to do that. So basically, this was the first article that I found, and it basically just confirms that there is now an artist-centric, which basically means a major artist-centric, minimum play threshold. So basically, you have to reach a minimum play threshold now on Amazon Music, just like Spotify, to even make money off the music that you've made, that you've spent time producing and writing and making and recording. And basically, these folks over here estimate that independents are being asked to sign terms with Amazon based on thresholds that have a disproportionate impact on their artists and revenue, with some reporting that around 70% or more of their repertoire will be demonetized overnight, and a large number of artists being impacted in some way. Now, here's how I started to realize that this had happened. So, every month, just like a good little artist, I go into my DistroKid and I, just look to see how much money's coming in, because it kind of helps me put food in my mouth and live and pay rent and stuff, and so this was my reporting total for February. It was reported in April 2025, and the actual sales month was February. So this was the month before they implemented this, right? Because that article was from March 7th or 10th. And look, it's about $22, $21. Okay, that's not too bad. That's, something, right? And then, so I'm sitting there in May, and I'm looking and I'm waiting, because normally Amazon royalties, they come in around the 15th, 18th, maybe the 21st of the month, sometime right about in the middle, right? And then I'm sitting there and they don't come in until the end of the month, which is a little strange, but everyone makes mistakes or gets something backed up. It's, I guess things happen, even though they're a multi-trillion-dollar tech company. And then I noticed that it came in way lighter than normal. About 5% of what it normally is. Literally $1.31, and only from my most streamed track that had definitely broken through that minimum play threshold. So that's how I started to realize there's something a little bit wrong here, and I think I need to look into that a little bit more. And I started doing some research, and of course this was the first article that I found, and they're basically taking off after Spotify. And I found a couple more. Indie label groups slam Universal as Amazon deal, and yet another acquisition raised red flags. And it all comes back to Universal Music's market dominance, because they are the ones that made this deal with Amazon. Universal Music had previously negotiated a 1,000 stream annual minimum at Spotify. Amazon Music unveiling an artist-centric Universal Music deal late last year. Musical.ly, defending its new payouts model after indie criticism. So, basically, you have millionaires and centimillionaires and billionaires and trillion-dollar companies demonetizing people that aren't even making $10,000 a year. Probably less. A lot of those people are making less. And so just to reinforce that, let's go to Amazon. Let's check out Amazon's key stock data. So their market cap, a $2.37 trillion dollar company that's working this hard to demonetize the smallest, most independent artists. And mind you, this is a big tech company. So they don't really have the excuse like Spotify, right? Where they haven't been profitable for 2 decades, right? And they have to find some way of turning a profit on this, and they They don't think they can take in all these royalties from these small artists and just keep it and not pay it out and things like that. This is a multi-trillion-dollar company that is a big tech company, a respected big tech company, where the CEO, Jeff Bezos, is worth hundreds of billions of dollars. Billions. Hundreds of billions of dollars. And the main guy at Universal Music Group, Lucian Grange, is around $250 million. Literally hundreds and hundreds and thousands of millions of dollars, right? And they are screwing over actively the smallest artists on their platform because they can. Because they know that we will not say anything about it. We will not come together to boycott them like the film industry did a few years ago. We are basically powerless, right? That's why Spotify did it, and now Daniel X spewing money everywhere, just selling all the stock shares, and the C-suite selling stock, and they're all buying mansions and cars and stuff like that at your expense. And that's why Amazon Music is doing this now. So I just wanted to throw that out there. I mean, really, technically, this all comes after YouTube's model of demonetizing all the creators on their platform until they have 4,000 watch hours in 365 days. So, I mean, you could theoretically look at YouTube as being the progenitor, like being the blueprint for this kind of play. But basically, I just wanted to put that out there because I don't think enough people are talking about it or even know that it's happening. And this is, the big three in the music streaming space are Spotify, Apple Music, and Amazon Music. And Apple Music still hasn't taken this route, but how long do you think it's going to be before they look at these moves by their competitors and realize to themselves, oh, hey, we can get away with this. This is something that we can definitely do, and it's not going to cause any issues. No one's going to say anything. There's not going to be some huge backlash. So, yeah, I just wanted to put that out there because I think that this is absolutely ridiculous. We deserve better as the people that make these platforms what they are. Can you literally imagine if it was only these bubblegum pop major label artists just putting out the same crap week after week, month after month, year after year, where it's the same mass-produced, commercial, over-the-top kind of stuff, and there's no smaller niches on there, right? There's no independent, unique artists that are coming up that you find that you feel like you discovered them partially, right? So you add them to your playlist and everything like that, and you have a well-rounded, deep playlist. It bothers me. I'm going to be honest with y'all. It bothers me. And I just wanted to bring this to y'all's attention. So, yeah. Some things to think about.